Washington states in his commencement speech, first, you'll fail at some point in your life. Accept it, you will lose. You'll embarrass yourself, you will suck at something. There's no doubt about it. His speech provides evidence for the graduating class to not be afraid of the future. In the future, people should take risks and learn from failure. Denzel Washington shows the audience failure and taking risks is the way to success. Denzel Washington is an actor, director, and producer. His words are strong and people listen to them because he is a great guy and a famous actor. Denzel visits wounded soldiers in the Fisher houses and also gives them money for their foundation. He also gives money to the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund. He is very involved with his community. It's not just that he's famous that people listen to his work, it is also that he is a good person. Denzel Washington continues to give back to his community by speaking at the commencement speech where he went to college. The speech is taking place at Penn State in 2011. Everyone is engaged throughout his speech and they laugh throughout. He speaks to graduates, family, and also friends of the graduates.
You see what I mean about taking risks or being willing to fail? Because taking risks is not just about going for a job. It's also about knowing what you know and what you don't know. It's about being open to people and to ideas. In the course of the film, the character I played begins to take small steps, small risks. He very, very, very slowly begins to overcome his fears. And I feel ultimately his heart becomes flooded with love. And I can't think of a better message as we send you off today. To not only take risks, but to be open to life, to accept new views, and to be open to new opinions. To be willing to speak at a commencement at one of the best universities in the country, even though you're scared stiff. While it may be frightening, it will also be rewarding. Because the chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you. So members of the class of 2011, this is your mission. When you leave the friendly confines of Philly, never be discouraged. Never hold back. Give everything you got. And when you fall throughout life, and maybe even tonight after a few many glasses of champagne, remember this. Fall forward.
Denzel Washington's speech grows the little thoughts in everyone's head that states they can do anything they put their mind to. He relates his speech and his life to anyone in this world. Even though he is famous, he still shows the audience that he has failures, that he has failed in the past. The only way, he says, to succeed was to fall forward, and that is what he tells the audience to do too. This speech relates to every day and has great life lessons throughout. This speech will endure because no matter the time in history, this speech can be used. Before the speech was given, Osama bin Laden was killed. They never gave up, and they failed until they finally got him. Denzel Washington's speech relates to the recent event because he speaks out about failure turning into success, just like the operation did. As seniors, we are moving in our life to either college or work. We need to hear speeches about failure being okay. We fail every day in little ways, from failing a test to failing to go to bed early enough. We also make bad choices, but that does not define who we are. People in the country are failing to get jobs, but as they continue to fail, they continue to keep on applying, and eventually this will lead to success. As a country, we are failing to unite. This speech shows us as individuals failure is okay and not to be afraid of the failure. We can come together once again. Next, we'll move on to rhetorical devices. So the first one is alliteration, and in this he uses F's. If I'm going to fall, I want to fall back on anything except my faith. I want to fall forward. And then apostrophe is used, which means like the same phrase is used at the end, and it says, the Middle East needs your help. Japan needs your help. Alabama and Tennessee needs your help. And then expletive is also used, and this is like is a pause in the middle of a phrase that is a sentence to enhance the two parts that were in it. And it says, I'm sure in your experiences in school and applying to college, picking your major and deciding what you want to do with your life, people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. And then we'll move on to pathos, ethos, and logos. Pathos, Denzel Washington proves life experiences to connect with the audience. This shows them everything. Even though he is famous, he still fails and isn't perfect. He says, my GPA was 1.8 one semester. I was 20 years old and at my lowest point. Denzel proves he is just like any other human and gives the audience a feeling of relief and connection towards him. Ethos. My speaker uses history in his speech to provide evidence to prove people have to fail in order to succeed. There is an example. He states, Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. 1,001 was a light bulb. A person who created something so little that we use so much today failed so many times, but he never gave up and eventually created the light bulb. And then logos. Washington gives 3 different reasons why taking risks is the way to succeed. This also proves the evidence of each of his reasons. He tells the audience no one will live a straight path. Everyone has ups and downs, and the only way is to move forward. Conclusion. All in all, Denzel Washington shows the audience the only thing they can do is to move forward. 3 different pieces are put into place: risk, failure, and success. Take risks and fail is the best way to live because it turns into success. Thank you.